Hey everyone, welcome back to Colourful Indian. It's Ranita here. So I do makeup tutorials, reviews, swatches, and today I decided to try out a brand I've never tried before, mixing it up with, a few of the palettes that I've been using very recently, which I'll tell you, of course, in the makeup details. But yeah, today it's an indie brand from the UK. I saw that they had this one color that I have never seen before, in other brands. I mean, I think that there are variations of it for sure, and it's basically this beautiful blue that you can see right now on my eyes. And I was so excited about that blue because I thought, yeah, that matches, for like Egyptian themed things, and I love cobalt blue. So when I saw the eyeshadows, I was like, yep, I want to try it. I want to try this. And I ended up buying them. It took a while to come here, about I think a week or two, and yeah, managed to just get right into using the product. And I thought it would be great because I've got Egyptian outfits, so why not? And yeah, here I am. Right, so today I thought we could do an unboxing. It's going to be a small one because I'm only featuring two products, and I've only used one on my eyes, but it's looking very promising, and I have to say that I was pretty impressed, and I just loved the way the color showed up on my eyes. You can see how vibrant that blue is. It's gorgeous, just absolutely beautiful, exactly what I was looking for. And I'm so excited to show you this product because I didn't even think that they made colors like this, but yeah, apparently they do. So let's jump into that. So we will do the unboxing, then I will have the tutorial up for you for those of you who want to know how to recreate this look, and then I will give you my final thoughts on how it was like to use this eyeshadow in my makeup process. So today I want to unbox this package over here, which is from Sarazaar Cosmetics, and I want to show you the pigments that I got inside, so let's just do that together. Okay. And bill. There's nothing else inside. I've seen these two pigments being used on Instagram. They just create the most amazing looks, and I just want to show them to you. They're very, very high pigment. So it's a very, very tiny bottle, but it is the most brilliant blue, and this is basically what it looks like inside. It's absolutely stunning, really, really gorgeous. So this is one, and the second shade is similar to this. It's called Mystique. So they both look very similar, but this one actually has glitters of different colors inside, and it's just a very, very, very beautiful shade of blue, which I love, and I really wanted to try these out once I saw them. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying this out, and I assume that this is also, yeah, it's also sealed. It's also sealed in the same way, and this is, what it looks like inside. You can see over here, just that's the difference. So when I use these, and I will be using them soon, you will get to see, the pigment from both of these on my eyes. Right, so I'm going to start off by going in with Half Dome from the Nomad Cosmetics America's Parks palette, and I'm just going to be packing that in here into my crease, just a little bit over there. So I'm doing this near the end of my eyelid, and I'm only going halfway as well. I'm not going any further than that because I want to see, I'm not entirely sure what I'm creating just yet. Okay, and now I'm just going to go in with Irish Cream from the Glamlight Chocolate Martini palette. I'm just going to put that there. I went in and I did my cut crease, and now I'm going to go in with, one of the first pigments that I want to use on my eyes. The first thing is going in with the NYX Glitter Primer. So the thing with this glitter glue is that some makeup artists even use it when they're just using shimmer shades. So if you're the kind of person who doesn't want their, shimmers to fall off, yeah, you could use this. It's definitely one of the best ones on the market. Glitter glues, I mean. So I'm gonna do one eye at a time. So this is basically what the pigment looks like. Really, really beautiful, as you can see, and I'm gonna put that right here in the corner of my eye before that glue dries. So you can see that. That is freaking amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, very, very happy with this. So apparently a little of this goes a very long way, but it is so vibrant and I really like this color. I'm not really sure how much I like the bottle because it's got a very small opening and it's a little difficult to get the color out. So I kept taking the pigment, tapping it onto my eyes using the brush. I felt that the tapping movement actually made it a lot more vibrant than just taking it and trying to blend it out. And it's best to use a brush that is sharp or that is flat so that you can actually get the pigment to go where you want it to go. If you're going to use a poofy brush, this is going to become a big mess. That's why I use the flat brush, and as you can see, I'm being very careful when I go into the crease area. I'm trying to cut that crease using the pigment, and I'm just taking my time with it because if you make a mistake here, it's going to be difficult to correct. It's not impossible, but it will ruin the eyeshadow that you already applied as a base. So that's why when you're doing crease work, you need to take your time and just go really slowly. There's no need to rush at all during this process. Now I'm just going in with another shade from my Nomad Cosmetics America's Parks palette just to get a change of color there. And I did prime my eyes with the NYX glitter glue as well, just to get that shimmer to stick on there better. A lot of makeup artists do this just to get their eyeshadow better. And that's a really good tip actually, because if you can see, it just looks so much more vibrant. And over here I took my brush and I just continued to blend it in with the first shade because I didn't want the transition to be choppy. Right, so I've done both my eyes and I noticed that it's become, very bold, and I don't think that the brown is actually sufficient, so I'm actually going to be taking Chad from the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm just going to be using that to get that shape that I like, and I'm just going to be doing it on either corner. So I'm just going to start over here and just add Chad right there to deepen that brown over there, because I just feel like the vibrancy of the colors needs, a much deeper shade. I'm taking a bit of Big Bend from the Nomad America's Park palette, and I'm just putting it over here at the end because it's kind of like a gray shade, so I just want to add it there, like, because I added the black. I'm just gonna just kind of give it a little bit of an extra kick in with that blue, just so that there's a better transition, I think, of color. So that's basically mixing there, and I don't want to get too much color, which is why I'm using a fluffy brush and not a flat one. I'm just taking a bit of Rich from the Chocolate Martini palette by Glamlight, and I'm going to put it right over here because this is an Egyptian inspired look, and I just think that without gold it's just not complete. I've added the highlight to the inner corners of my eyes, so now I'll just go back in, add my eyelashes, and I will see you for the final look. So this is, how the makeup turned out. As you can see, it's very glittery, very pretty, so vibrant. That blue, it just stunned me, it just drew me in, and I felt so amazed by the color. I just needed to use it. So let's talk about what it was like to use this color in the process. So first of all, it's a loose pigment. If you saw the bottle, let me just grab the pigment for you. Right, so this is basically what the pigment bottles look like, and they're loose pigments, so it it can be a little more challenging to obviously use this kind of pigment. However, I really loved the color payoff. So I did notice that when I was using it, you know, it did kind of fall all over my face. It was all over my face. I really mean all over. It was here and there, and I had blue patches everywhere. I had to use my wet wipe, you know, to just get off all of that glitter, because obviously when you're doing makeup, you don't want to walk out and have patches of glitter on your face, because that just doesn't work. So yeah, even though the shade is absolutely gorgeous and I love using it, and I'm definitely going to be using it again, I just felt that it was a little challenging for me to actually pick this up and use it. Of course, this is the challenge with all loose eyeshadow pigments, so you know, it is to be expected. However, I did use, you know, the NYX glitter glue, which you probably saw in the tutorial, and that obviously helped to keep the pigment that is on my eyes right now in place. So you can see that, you know, I managed to get it to just stay exactly where I wanted it to stay. And I just love the color of this. I think it is so gorgeous. I'm looking at it even now and thinking like, wow, it's just such a beautiful, bright blue. I really love it, and I feel it matches my earrings too, you know, so that's why I put these on. But the point being that yeah, very happy with the way it showed up on my eyes. So no regrets about that one. And I would say, you know, go check this out, especially if you're looking for a really bright cobalt blue, because I just thought this was so pretty, and it has specks of different colors in this particular shimmer as well. So I bought two. So one is more of like a pure cobalt, which is, you know, it doesn't have those rainbow specks, and the other one does. So I'll probably put the difference in my description box so that you know which is which. I have not used the one without the rainbow specks today. I used the one with them. So yeah, that's, you know, yeah, basically it. When you're doing the process, just make sure that you have a glitter glue and that you are, you know, more adept at using a brush than me. But the thing is that all in all, I'm just really happy with it. So now we're going in first with Bittersweet from the Glamlight Chocolate Martini palette, and we're putting that in our crease using a medium-sized fluffy brush. And I'm just packing that color into my crease and, you know, building it up. But I didn't want to get a very dark color here, so yeah, this was the perfect shade to start with. And after that, I went in with dark chocolate just to deepen out the colors that I had applied on my eyes. I kind of made a mistake over there, but yeah, I'm gonna correct it as we go along. So I just took that dark shade and tried to deepen it, going towards the end of my eyes, and yeah. So this is what it looks like after running a big floofy brush on top of that. And then I took Chad with the same brush and I started using a patting motion in order to get that black edge. So over here I was trying to be careful, because if you go too fast you can actually spoil the look. So here you just need to go slow and gently move your brush, you know, back and forth until you're able to get the shape that you like. And if you are more confident about doing this without tape, then, you know, that's really awesome too. Like I'm not, which is why I still use tape to get, you know, that very sharp point at the end. After that, I did my cut crease and I went in with Rich from the Chocolate Martini palette. Really thought that this was, you know, a gorgeous color to add to the look, because I wanted to do a more gold themed and green look for the second Egyptian look that I was doing for this video, and I really liked how it ended up. So for this you use a flat brush to pick up the pigment, and I also used my Autumn Leaves palette. So I took the color Harvest because it has such a interesting, you know, shade, and I just like the way the color looks. It's like a white green shimmer shade and it's just so pretty. So I used that for the corners, and then I went in again with my NYX glitter glue, and you can see that I'm applying it here in the areas that I want to apply the loose pigment that I'm going to be using, which is by Tammy Tanuka. And you just have to use a Q-tip or a earbud, you know, just be very careful as you do this. You could use a brush as well, but I just prefer using the Q-tip because then it's easier to clean up later on. So I just use the Q-tip, and then I took a flat brush and I dipped into that Tammy Tanuka pigment, and I started filling in the same area that I had put the glitter glue. And it took some time to, you know, just build up that color over there. Using loose pigments can be a little tricky, especially if you're just starting out. But yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, practice and how you pick it up, the kind of brush that you're using, and what you're trying to do with the pigment. Like for me, as you can see, I'm packing the color on there, and I'm going very, very slow when I come to the edge, because I don't want to spoil that. But I'm also gently dragging a bit of that pigment to kind of blend it in with the gold as I go along. So it really depends what you're trying to achieve, but for the most part I just wanted to tap it in, and then I went over it with, you know, the browns from the Nomad Cosmetic palettes, did my eyeliner, and this is what you have. Right, so this is the final look, as you can see. So I did add a little bit of additional detail, adding a bit of white eyeshadow there just to give a more dramatic effect to my eyes. So it really took a bit of time to create this look, but I still had a really good time, and all I added in was my eyeliner, and then, you know, I just corrected my look as I needed to. Inspiration is from Elizabeth Taylor. If you go and check out some of her looks from Cleopatra, yeah, the makeup is just amazing, and I really wanted to just get something similar because I haven't done, you know, one of these cosplay kind of looks in a bit, so I thought, yeah, why not? And I hope that you like the look, and I will see you soon for the next one.